Hi, this is Paul Slakis, Good News Planet. We're going to be broadcasting this farewell to Ellen Brody, a wonderful woman, a good friend of Good News Planet for many years. It should be a very special evening, in all due respect. The whole family is here, and relatives, and good friends of Ellen, and we're at the cutting room, so please enjoy the night, and that's what they want, everybody to pay good respect.
Good evening, folks. If you please come forward, take your seats, take a table. Settle down, enjoy the night with us. A couple little house statements, obviously. Please turn on your phones. We are streaming this, so for those folks who are online, turn off your phones too. So I want to thank you for joining us here tonight. I can't tell you how much it means to us to have you here. This is the eve of what would have been Ellen's 50th birthday. And we spent a lot of time talking about what kind of party we'd have, and she couldn't make up her mind, and I had all kinds of secret plans. And I said, you know what, just so you understand, she was very happy about turning 50. She was not at all shy about turning 50. She loved the idea of being 50. But she didn't want to make a big deal of it party-wise, and I said quietly, silently behind her back, boy, we're going to have a party. So, we really are having a party, and I want you to enjoy it, okay? So I want to thank you for joining us officially to commemorate the worst day of my life and our family. However, as tragic as that all is, I hope that this will be a moment to celebrate the best days of her life and the life that we all shared in one way or another together. So, this is the party that she should have had, okay? So, in that vein, I want to tell you that, yes, we have to talk about the sad part, but that's going to get out of the way real quick, and we're going to talk about the great part, okay? So I know that many of you, you were with us when we were still young, actually just married, you didn't know that, right? At the dawn of this industry, at the dawn of the digital industry, when it was still right out of the box. I mean, most of us here remember when there wasn't an internet. Yes, kids, it really was a time when there wasn't an internet. Ellen Schaefer Brody
we love Ellen!
She was my partner. In all the years that we ran our events, the Interactive Marketing Awards, we began the Marketing Awards, continues today as the Icon Awards. We did events, trade shows, and then we did the iBreakfast. And that ran for years, and many of you I know from the iBreakfast. And together, we helped usher in the digital age. And we introduced many people that are famous, wealthy. But also we introduced new startups to investors. Now, a lot of folks, at least at the very beginning, you didn't realize that Ellen was my wife. And we kept the business on as much as we could. But for 20 years, she was there doing all the stuff that we did. And she was the true entrepreneur's wife. She supported me in everything I did. And a few things that she probably shouldn't have. I can think of some rock concerts we put on. I can think of the musical. I can think of the food company. We love food. But you know, they were all fun and they were an adventure. And in some ways, they all come together tonight. You've got the music, you've got a spectacular place, and I want to thank these folks for hosting us here tonight. So it came to this, I suppose, and we want to make the best of it. I'm proud to say that Ellen not only helped me as an entrepreneur, but she went on to be an entrepreneur herself, and she built her own business. She had a list of devoted clients. She didn't just have clients, she had people that loved her. She had clients that, they were devoted. She had clients that used her basically as a therapist, not just as. And she loved it. And when she wasn't serving her clients, she found time to work at a jewelry store. And she did it just because it gave her the opportunity to do her favorite thing, and that was to interact with people. She just loved meeting people and making new friends. And for those of you who know, she made friends with the Clintons. They loved her, and we're very, very proud of that friendship. And they've been wonderful to us, so I want to thank them. And I hope that it works this time.
Vote for Hillary.
Yeah. So Ellen was the soul of my life. She was the joy of everyone who knew her. And I say that because she was the essence of life. Along the way, we raised 3 lovely girls. But the credit's really theirs, hers, I should say, and theirs. Okay, So we just drop the business thing right now and say that you'll get to meet them. I think they want to say a few words later. They're all going to be on the Today Show tomorrow morning. I don't know why, but somehow people just find that they reflect her, and that's the proudest achievement that I've ever had. So. I mean, Ellen was the loving mother that every child wants. You know, although the girls have been through a lot, they've been well prepared. And even though they miss her with every beat of their hearts, as do I, somehow she prepared us for this moment. And, you know, she made friends with so many people, we used to wonder, like, why? How many friends do you need? Apparently, I mean, Facebook obviously put that to the test, right? And it turns out that actually you need all the friends you can get. But she did more than that. It's as if she planted a seed in everyone's heart. And we didn't know that at the time. And when this tragic moment came, they suddenly bloomed, and they blossomed, and they came out to support us in a way that was just so incredible. And people asked, how are you able to deal with this? And the answer is, she prepared us with her love. And her love blossomed, and it really made a difference. So I will tell you that what happens tonight, a lot of what happened tonight reflects that blossoming of her friendship, of her love, and her interest in people. Now, a lot of you, you know her just basically as the first person you saw when you came to our events. And she was always personable, she was always happy to see you. But you also know that she spent time talking to you. She really showed an interest in you, and she meant it, and your family. And if you didn't have a family, she tried to find you one. Or at least you find your partner that will get you started so that you could have that family. So tonight, we are here to pay tribute to the marvelous soul that Ellen was, to the 26 years that I've known her, that I've loved her. We've chosen the songs that will tell you some story of her life, the things that delighted her, the sounds that celebrated her beloved spirit. You know, the years, 26 years sounds like a long time, but it went by. It went by so quickly. And yet our time was so full. We never lost interest. We every day needed an extra few hours. We didn't sleep that much. And people always wondered, you really have dinner at 11? And you go, well, you know, by the time we're this, and we're enjoying ourselves, and we got around to making dinner. It didn't matter. But you know, we always took stock of our joy. And most of all, and this is an incredible thing, and this is the tragedy that I still deal with every day, is that she never lost her energy, her joie de vivre. It's just that much life needs to be with us. But fate, something extraordinary, entered our lives the most unexpected time. And every day we wondered how. Nothing could have been further from our minds at the time about what happened on that tragic night. But she wasn't going that way. She was sent out of the way, into the wrong place. The conditions were wrong, and the time was wrong. Everything about it was wrong. We would never have imagined, and this is the incredible thing, of all the things that might have happened, I never would have imagined after all those years of ushering in the digital age, being at the cutting edge, tech world, digital world, you name it, that the end would be a train. I mean, a relic of the Iron Age. So I asked, now how is it possible? And now I see that it's an inescapable issue. We don't think of the trains, and yet we coexist with them. It's a vestige of the 19th century, and it crosses our path, whether we like it or not. So in our backyard, we're up in Westchester County, there have been upwards of 500 incidents in the past 4 years. 490, I think. Of a similar vein. Not as catastrophic, but of a similar vein. I never paid attention to that. But what I do know is in the same 4 years, and everyone knows this, Google has run 7 autonomous unmanned cars up and down the California highways. They've done well over 500,000 miles without causing a single accident. So you might ask, what would Google do? I already know, and a lot of you, some of you know this, but you'll certainly find out tonight, that I grew up in Africa. And I actually worked as a train conductor. One of my first jobs out of high school. Yeah. Great job. Cap, waistcoat, whistle, all aboard. 17, you couldn't ask for a better job. So, believe me, what I saw up there didn't look that different from what I saw back there quite a few years ago in Africa. And I'll tell you today, in the same place in Africa, they're actually, in terms of safety technology, they're actually more advanced. As a matter of fact, we are behind South Africa, Mozambique, and Libya. In terms of safety technology, you're actually slightly better off in Benghazi than Bedford Hills.